Listen, everybody needs a fairy godmother, just somebody to look out for them. Some people call me their fairy smoke mother, others their internet big sister, but you can call me Hannah, the host of Smoke Sash. So come hang out, let's light up and talk everything there is to life. The good, the bad, the ugly, the embarrassing. I've got a story for it all. Hello, hotties of the world, and welcome back and happy new year. Oh my goodness, 2026, I swear to God, you better be good to all of us, because I know we all deserve it. Goodbye 2025. You can have that. Please stay in the past where you belong. But I am so happy to be in a new year. And honestly, so far, what are we, like the 5th day into the new year? But so far, so good. I've really been on my grind. I've been trying to take care of myself, really focus on myself, focus on me, because hello, whose life am I living? Mine. It's okay to focus on yourself a little bit, you know what I mean? But wow, I mean, today, busy day. I woke up this morning bright and early. I'm usually not one to wake up super early, but I woke up like 7 a.m. and I immediately got out to the ranch, out to the farm, to go do some horseback riding lessons and help out a little bit. So that was just like a fantastic start to my morning, just to immediately get outside and to immediately just get to work, be in nature, work with animals. I got to ride a new horse today, which was so fun, just getting to bond with her, Miss Cruella. Yes, I was scared. I was like, her name's what? Okay, please be nice to me. But she was the sweetest little thing ever. So nice to kind of get back into the groove of things. I am doing this now, so thankful to be here with you all. I'm getting sushi with my girlies, and then we're gonna go see a surprise horror movie. Are you kidding me? What a great Monday, well, Tuesday, and what a great start to the week. I really am just looking forward to it and trying to ride the high of New Year's. I hope you all had a fantastic New Year's celebration. I know I told you guys last week about my plans and what I was doing and what I was up to, and honestly it went really well. I mean, for me personally, it went really well, but the people around me might argue differently. Listen, I was focused on me. Like I said, it's okay to get a little selfish sometimes, and I was like, as long as I'm having fun, that's all that matters, because my fun is never at the expense of others. But if you want to see my hot, sexy photos from New Year's Eve, go check them out on Instagram at Hannah Marlene. Literally, I forgot I could eat down like that. I forgot I could do my makeup like that. I could really get myself together like that. My sexy red bandage dress. Yes, you guys are asking me where I got my fur coat from. I usually get my faux fur anywhere online. eBay is a fantastic option. Even Depop, thrift stores. But the one I was wearing in that photo specifically is from Princess Polly. It's good. Princess Polly clothes are not the best quality, but it did what it needed to do for New Year's Eve, so shout out to that. But we kind of just had a night out. It was really chill. I spent 2 hours getting ready and focusing on myself, focusing on my makeup, pampering. I was how we go into the new year, how you celebrate the new year is kind of setting the tone. The intentionality of what you do sets the tone for the new year. So I was once again, focused on me. Hello. Also, if I'm talking at the speed of light, it's because I'm on dose number 4 of caffeine this morning. Like I said, it was an early morning. But I did my glam. I did my hair. I got myself ready. In the meantime, I also filmed a YouTube video. Like I said, I'm sticking to my goals. Yes, we have a baked and baking episode up. I told y'all it would be up on Sunday, and it was. The Patreon girlies got to see it early, as they always do. So if you want extra content from me, join the Patreon. But there's a baked and baking vlog up on YouTube, Hannah Marlene 444. Go watch it, go enjoy, go get your little snack and eat. And yeah, we just did some bar hopping. It was pretty chill. My boyfriend has a bunch of friends that are just really into the clubs and had some ins for us. So we started at a cutesy, not really cutesy actually, it's a dive bar. Love a good dive bar. Had some drinks there. We were waiting for his friend to wake up out of his edible coma in the backseat of someone's car so that we could go to the club. And the whole thing was, my boyfriend has an older brother, His older brother never goes out. So my boyfriend was like, okay, I really want to get him out. Like, I want to get him out of the house. He's a single father. I want to make sure he gets out, has a good time. Because, like, when I go out, I'm having a good time. I'm dancing. I'm enjoying myself. Yes, let's go. And first bar we go to, his ex pops up and he's like, bitch, what the fuck? Not as promising, like, oh yeah, you're gonna have the best time ever. And then his ex is like in his face, like, I miss you, what are you doing? It's like, oh my god, we had to escape. We had to get the fuck out of there. I was literally like, okay, on to the next. And then we went to this, like, I would say underground, but it's more so above ground in someone's like big loft. We went to this like warehouse to go party, dance it up, have a good time at downtown Kansas City. And we turn around, we're ordering drinks, we're dancing, we're having a good time. It's like an hour till the ball drops and she's there. She had followed us. It was spooky. The thing about Kansas City and why I'm like, I need to leave, and probably the kind of same vibes that most big-ish cities have, is it feels like everybody knows each other. It feels like everybody knows each other. No matter where you go, you can kind of run into somebody. Everybody in Kansas City, it feels, is like two people away from each other. It's always like a friend of a friend, and bam, now all of a sudden you know them. You know what I mean? Like, it really is that small of a community. So I wasn't shocked that we ran into her the first time, but the second time I was like, oh my god, girl, like, can you not catch the vibes? Please, like, he's just trying to vibe, let him be. And it was just chaos, because then, like, she's making out with my boyfriend's best friend, and my boyfriend's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that's my brother's ex. Like I said, it was a hot mess. I had no clue any of this was happening, other than like seeing her the first and second time. Like I said, me. I'm on the dance floor dancing my heart out, boogieing down, enjoying my time. Feet getting cut up by my high ass heels, but that's okay. Living my best life. So it was so funny waking up the next morning and my boyfriend's like, do you remember telling me that my friend was making out with her? And I was like, no, I don't, but I'm sure blacked out Hannah did. So like, I would trust her. And then he asked and it was like, yep. Anyways, it was probably, if you had drama, don't worry about it. It was, we were leading up to the Cancer full moon, which we just had. And the moon at that time was in Gemini, which Gemini can be a little chaotic, a little impulsive, a little wild, a little crazy. You know how we get. And I knew that going into it, thus the I'm going to be focused on me. But if you experience some like craziness, some wildness, or if you were getting the energy of like, I need to stay inside today, that's probably why. Overall though, fantastic New Year's. Really enjoyed my time. And then I really set my attention strong going into that first day of the year. I immediately woke up a little hungover, got myself a massive green juice, and got my ass to yoga. You guys, I've been going to yoga. I mean, it's only been a week. Well, since I started, I really have been getting into it, and I've been going at least 4 or 5 times a week. Oh my God, it's so nice to just be like, fuck the noise, fuck everything. I'm putting aside an hour of time for myself, and I'm just doing it. I'm doing it. I'm getting it done. I'm going. I'm focusing on me. I'm stretching out. I'm really just taking time to like breathe and focus on my body and leave that to-do list outside the door. It's been really nice. And I like the intentionality of yoga because it's like we're working out and we're really like moving our body, stretching those muscles, like elongating every joint we have, but also it's focused with intentionality of like care and compassion to your body and your mind. So for me, I'm like, no, this is my new therapy. This is my new mental health. Like instead of Lexapro, I'm just going to yoga. If you're on Lexapro, please stay on it. It's good for you, trust. But like me being unmedicated, not the best idea. I need to medicate myself with something. For a while, it was horseback riding, still is, but it's nice to incorporate something else, a new hobby, a new activity to kind of spice things up a little bit. And not sponsored. I mean, I love ClassPass for trying out different classes, or for like, if you're a beginner and you're afraid to like commit to something, ClassPass is so nice that you can just kind of, ooh, I'll check out that gym. Ooh, let me go try this different workout. Oh, I want to do Pilates. Cool. I want to do aerial silks. Fantastic. I want to do a pole dancing class. Love it. Let me sign up. Fuck it. Let me try it. I really enjoy the kind of openness it offers. So that's how I first got into it. And if you're looking for an easy way to get into moving your body and working out, I highly recommend that, just to kind of explore what's in your area. I think I'm going to start taking pole classes here soon because I really want to lean into the sensuality and sexuality of myself. Not that pole inherently is like a sexual thing. I know most people think about it. It is an art. It is almost like dancing and working out in the same matter and form, which is so impressive. But for me personally, I think it'll be really good for just like being in my body and allowing myself to like feel myself and just feel a little sexy, you know? Who can hate that? Another massive thing to celebrate. Hold on, let me get it. Baby won her first award. You guys, we won our first award. And yes, we, not me, but we, because I could not be here without you guys, truly, honestly. Spotify sent us award, the Inner Stillness Award for 2025, for breaking our record in most streams and for charting. I can't remember how many months, but for charting nonetheless. You guys, thank you so much. What an incredible year. How lucky am I? Literally, I got home from work a day before, New Year's, to a massive package. I open it up. It's a gift from Spotify, an award from Spotify. Oh my God, it was the perfect way to just wrap up the end of the year because, listen, I'm never going to stop doing this podcast. Truly, honestly, I don't care about I care about the awards. I feel grateful, but it's like I'm not doing it for the recognition. I truly am just doing it for the community building aspect. But to be recognized and to also have all of our hard work be recognized, it's just so beautiful. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to have this sitting on my mantle for forever. And hopefully, maybe we can win another one next year. Fingers crossed. But truly, what a beautiful year together. We're going on 4 years together. Can you believe? And I cannot wait to do this till I die because I can't imagine stopping, honestly. But baby's first award, 4 years in the making. So happy to be here. Thank you to Spotify. Thank you to everybody who listens. Love you all so much. What a way to end up the year. I know I said I'm on dose 4 of caffeine, but I'm going to crack this Red Bull too. So cheers to that. Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful, safe, amazing New Year's. If you didn't, don't worry. Hopefully you got all that bad luck out of the way going into the new year. Sometimes a chaotic New Year's Eve is just like, okay, let me get the energy, the weird, the wild, the crazy out of the way going into the new year. So there's no drama. There's no, unnecessary bad energy, bad luck that you carry with you. So if you didn't have an amazing New Year's Eve, it's okay. You're getting that out of the way. We're moving on to bigger and better things, and I'm so excited for us. 2026 is going to be great. I'm very much so looking forward to it. I think I'm going into this year a little bit more hopeful, intentional, excited in general. I really am putting my best foot forward. I've started my goals off strong. No eating out. No refined sugar, no alcohol. The no alcohol is probably the hardest out of all of those. Yes, I think about Taco Bell every day. I think I'm going to learn how to make my own quesadillas just to kind of, satisfy that craving. But the alcohol I've been struggling with. I have. And it's not so I'm like home alone. Like, I wish I had a bottle of wine to keep me company. Like, usually I'm too busy. It's like if I'm at home, I really am not thinking about it. It's in social settings when everybody else has it, when everybody else is like a little a little slosh, a little fucked up, or just like indulging in drinks together. I'm like, this is hard. But last dry January, I found myself struggling because I was putting myself in social situations, not able to drink because I was at a bar in dry January. And then I was like, oh, well, it would just be easier for me to stay at home, for me to do nothing, And so I isolated myself. And I mean, listen, isolation works if you're trying not to drink in a social setting. Trust. But I am trying to learn how to manage while also in a social setting, to not isolate away from it and to really face that challenge head on. And the first week, always a struggle. Anything new you're getting into, first week, a struggle. Second week, you're getting into that flow state. Third week, fourth week, you really truly forget about it. So the first week I was kind of like, I'd rather isolate. I'd rather not be here. But let's keep pushing. I'm going into the second week. I'm feeling a little bit better. It'll get easier with time, as everything does. But so far so good. Acne, kind of non-existent right now. That back knee I was talking about last time, girl, kind of non-existent right now, and I could not be more thankful. And it has me sitting here scratching my head like 2 + 2 = 4. Does the alcohol equal acne? Yes, probably, girl. I also been trying to cut out dairy as much as I can because I feel like that makes me break out as well. I'm really trying to get a hang of it. Like I said, that's one of my big New Year's resolutions, is to learn more about my body, learn how it works, and learn about my acne so I'm able to handle it better. But low-key, I'm literally a week off alcohol and I'm like, oh, I'm not breaking out. I'm not breaking out. Maybe the poison is killing me. Maybe the poison is not good for me. Girl, hello, obviously. With that being said, though, I don't think we have much else to catch up on. Just chilling, hanging out, trying to get my vlogs done for you guys every week. Fingers crossed I stay on that grind. But go give it a listen if you'd like. Or I guess a watch. Hello. I did a baked and baking. We made Oreo balls on New Year's Eve. It's a fun way to kind of ring in that New Year celebration. It's on my YouTube channel at HannahMarlene444, my vlog channel, not my podcast channel. Also, if you want to go on a journey with us all and see extra content from me every single week, please join the Patreon, patreon.com/smokesashshoddy. We have such a blast over there. Literally, I've been posting nonstop. It feels like we had our New Year's resolutions. I also talked about some like New Year's spells, things like that, traditions that I do. We had a full moon, so of course, full moon write up, Sunday spirit, journal prompts, different spell work things, mood board, setting intentions, how I do that, why I do that, you know, and most importantly, the Patreon only podcast. If I don't ever get to your question, I'm so sorry. There's literally so many of them, and I'm so thankful to have so many to go through and so many people who listen and are willing to like share their questions. If I don't get to it and you have a dire question that needs answering, join the Patreon, patreon.com. I get real and raw on the Patreon. I do not hold back in any sort of way. You want to know personal things about me? I am not holding back on that Patreon podcast. So come join. I will answer all your questions. And we have so much fun. It really is a blast over there. I can kind of let loose in a way that I can't let loose here. So with that being said, though, I'm going to try and get through as many questions as I can, kind of hit that flow state, and hopefully get to everything on your guys' minds. Someone said, I always lack energy in my day to day. Give me tips. Okay, I'm also a chronically tired girl, so I have to ask you one thing. Are you eating enough? Are you drinking enough water? And when I say eating enough, I mean like getting enough food to give you energy, and also eating food that gives you energy. You know, like that Chipotle burrito, fantastic. Or not Chipotle, that Taco Bell burrito, fantastic. But also, like, is it the right food to give you energy? Probably not. You need fruits, you need vegetables. Unfortunately, yes, you do need carbs. Yes, you do need protein. Balance. You need to find that balance. You also need to stay hydrated. I find myself to be actually so exhausted if I do not drink enough water. I don't know what it is. I think my brain just shrivels up in my head, like, just like completely dehydrates. And then it's like, my brain's a rock now and I can't think. There's no way I can think at all or do math equations if you're in school or something. Like, it's just not happening. You know, I can't think in that multi-dimension capacity. So stay hydrated, eat good food, eat enough food. That will be fantastic for you. Another thing, are you getting too much or too little sleep? If I get anything less than 7 hours, I'm fucked up. I can persevere through the day, but like I'm going to be not having a good time, not good, very bad. If I get more, it's so funny how this works. You would think more sleep equals more energy. No, it makes me so lethargic. If I sleep anything more than 8 hours, I'm out of it. Like I'm delirious. It's another reason why I can't nap during the day. Once my brain is on and moving, I have to keep it running. Also, the ADHD doesn't help. My parents are like, why don't you lay down and take a nap if you're tired? Bitch, what? Y'all gave me this ADHD and you think I can just lay down and close my eyes? No. So make sure you're staying balanced sleep-wise. 8 hours. 8 hours flat. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, but you do not need 10 hours of sleep. You really don't. Your brain does not need that much sleep. Unless you're kind of like trying to balance it out from the day before. Didn't get enough sleep the day before, maybe sleeping a little longer the next day. I know this is probably not what you want to hear, but caffeine. I know it's a quick, easy fix. I can't live without my caffeine. I'm sure maybe some of your guys' New Year resolutions were like, give up caffeine. And you know what? Props to you. Maybe you are God's strongest soldier. Maybe you are the strongest of us all. And anybody who raw dogs life without caffeine, truly, honestly, impressive. I can't. I need to wake up. I need a dose of caffeine. I need my coffee. I need my Red Bull. I need whatever it's going to take for me to get through the day. And you know what? If you need a little caffeine or you need a little extra boost, I'm not going to blame you. I'm really not. Caffeine shouldn't be the only thing you're drinking. Once again, please drink some water. Side note, you ever sleep with a man or like suck him off and then okay, hold on, girl. Chill. But like, have you ever, yes, I know you have, but then like their cum literally tastes like battery acid? It's probably because they're only drinking Red Bulls or Monsters. Please drink enough water. Your organs will start failing if you don't. And also no one's going to want to suck you off if you're not drinking enough water. Not when the crazy thought slips out and I have to start whispering on my own podcast. Like, girl, movement is also very important. I know you're like, bitch, I'm tired. I don't want to move. But I find myself after getting up and moving just a little bit, getting a little bit more energy, and just like getting my body moving gets me in that kind of like flow state of wanting to get more done. And this can look like anything, but specifically if you live a very sedentary lifestyle, and maybe it's not by choice, like maybe you're like, bitch, I work in an office. Hello. If you're listening to this in an office, love, I know you're giggling silently at that desk. Like, but like on your lunch break or maybe like every hour, get up, maybe every 2 hours, whatever time you can find. Once a day, okay? Maybe it's your lunch break. Get up and go on a walk around your building. Literally, like, get up, go outside, or if it's snowing or whatever, bad weather, inside, just walk around your floor or go up and down all the flights of stairs in your building. It will get your body moving. That bilateral stimulation will calm your mind, soothe your mind. It'll also kind of put you in that flow state of, okay, we're building up that energy. We're building up that momentum so we can keep pushing forward. This is fantastic after lunch. I find when I have lunch and then I go to yoga, like on the weekends, if I eat and then I don't do anything, I'm like, oh my God, like literally brain shut down. But if I eat, then I do a little bit of movement. It helps process that food. It helps literally turn that food into energy. And also it helps me get that momentum going, keep the energy flowing, and to feel better throughout the day. And my last tip for being tired, sometimes you just got to push through it. Sometimes you gotta push through it. Today, not gonna lie, a little sleepy, a little tired. Getting up at a time I'm not used to, immediately tired. Getting outside and then getting moving and doing literal farm chores, then getting home, yeah, I'm a little tired, I'm a little sleepy. Extra dose of caffeine, eat some good food to give me some more energy, keep the ball rolling. But sometimes you just gotta push through it, you know? If I let my brain do whatever it wanted to do, I would be a shell of a human being. That's the thing. It is not your brain controlling you. It is kind of you controlling your brain. Yes, your brain helps you think. It gives great input. It helps you understand things. But also the brain can be tricky where it's like, that internal battle occurs where you're like, I know what's good for me, but then I know what my body's telling me and I can't tell the difference of what I need to do. Sometimes you got to really fight the tiredness. Sometimes you got to be like, no, brain, we have things to do. We must persevere. We must push through, have that internal conflict, and then just keep it rolling. But you don't always have to listen to your brain. I kind of realized this the most when I was going through a very negative, dark time where it was like, actually, I don't have to think those thoughts. Actually, I don't have to tell myself I hate myself all the time. Wait, that's an option? Wait, I can do that? Wait, I can control the narrative? Yes, bitch. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can control the narrative as much as you want. We actually talked about this on the Patreon podcast. Someone was like, how do I stop hating myself? like low key sometimes it's like that. How do I stop hating myself? And the tea of it all is you control the narrative. You do. What you think about yourself is who you are. What you say about yourself is who you are, not anybody else out there. So you really have to control that internal narrative of who you're writing yourself out to be. We are the creators of our own world. We are the masters of our art, of our craft. Whoever you want to become, I highly, highly believe you can become, but you must have a grip on that fucking pen and pencil and paper, and you better be careful about what you write down. Because I found out, especially in like my deep dark moments, that it was like, oh, when I'm telling myself, yeah, you suck, you're horrible, you're awful, everybody hates you, I start to believe it. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Oh, all of a sudden I start to believe it. Yeah, duh, because you're telling that to yourself. And then you start getting warped perceptions about this about yourself and then that, and now you're in a negative spiral. And it's hard to come out of a negative spiral. You can, once again, control the narrative. As soon as you start thinking those thoughts, nope, grab that pen, switch it to something else. Actually, I am the most beautiful, wonderful, magnetic person in the world, period. You don't have to believe it, but you will eventually if you control that narrative and control that inner speak. You will get to a place where it's like, nah, actually, bitch, no one can fuck with me. No one can touch me. I am the best. And I want you all to think that about yourself. So be careful what you write with that pen. Be careful what you say about yourself internally, externally. It really does have a drastic effect on who you are as a person. I think I learned that most last year. I had a lot of self-doubt last year. Maybe I was just like, I don't know. It wasn't like insecurity. There was this disconnect from my intuition and myself where I was just like, I don't really know. I don't feel like whole as a person. And I realized the more I told myself that, like, oh my God, something's wrong. Oh my God, like, I can't trust myself. I can't trust my intuition. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake, whatever it is. It wasn't that deep, but it was deep enough that I had that distrust in myself. The more I told myself that, the worse it got. Duh. Hello. So instead, this year, we're controlling that narrative. We are upping that self-confidence, and we are going into this world a better person, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, girl, I feel you on the tiredness, especially with this cold weather, with this like winter blues going on. It's hard to kind of build up that energy. So if you don't have it, don't hate yourself. You know, the little habits along the way will really help. Eating healthy, drinking water, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, staying active, staying moving, getting enough sleep, taking care of your brain. But also, sometimes you just gotta chug a Red Bull and push through it, girl. If I gave into my laziness and my lack of energy every day, I would do nothing. And that's just the God honest truth. Tips for saving money. I'm a shopaholic. Love the pod. Love you. Okay, so I've been on my finance grind. I have, which is very new for me. Low-key last year, I was spending money. I was spending so much money. And on things that it's like, bitch, where is it? Where's the money going? How much money did you spend? Where did it go? Oh my freaking God. My frontal lobe developed and I'm like, actually, I don't need that purse. I'd rather max out my Roth IRA. Like, girl, who are you? I never thought those words would be coming out of my mouth truly and honestly. But this year I was like, okay, we need to pay attention to your finances. Nothing will shock you more than checking your bank account every day. Yeah. If you are not checking your bank account every single day and looking at what is coming in and what's going out and where you're spending money and the areas in which you're spending money, if you don't have like a God honest sit down, coming to God moment with yourself and your finances, you will never learn how to be like financially literate. Being aware is step number one. I mean, to any problem you have, being aware of it is going to be step number one. So check your bank account every single day. Yeah, that'll scare you. You'll be like, I spent what yesterday at 2 a.m.? Girl, that is a sobering moment. You're like, holy shit, I need to control myself. I'm not going to give any like finance tips, and nothing is ever sponsored here. Duh, hello. But like what I use is what I'm going to recommend. What you use is up to you. But personally, I've been using Rocket Money recently. I know I've talked about other finance apps, but Rocket Money is what's really stuck with me the most, or really helped me kind of categorize things in my brain. And you can create like areas in which you're spending. You're like, okay, so I've spent this on bills. Okay, so I see my income. That's good. I spent this on clothes. Okay, we got to drop that budget a little down a little. It helps you create budgets. It helps you stick to it. It helps you be aware of what you're spending on. And then it also has this area of like categorizing transactions where you can almost like Tinder, you know, you're swiping right or swiping left. You swipe right on all of your transactions to send them into the right category. So it forces you to go through what you're spending money on anyways every single day. It shows you where you have unnecessary subscriptions. It's fantastic. It's a really great way to kind of like chunk down the way you think about money and focus on how you're spending. I guarantee if you really think about what you're spending and you look back on the past months and see how much you've spent, you will stop spending money. That's just how it is. You'll be like, is that oh my God, $15, $20 Chipotle burrito worth it? Hell no, bitch. I'm not doing that. Like, I don't need to be spending that much money on what, you know, like, or a bag or clothes or that new furniture piece or that random thing that you decided you need and it'll change your life, but actually it won't. It's really helped me bring down my spending. When I was, you know, monkey covering eyes emoji, like not paying attention, it was bad. My spending was out of control because it was like, oh, what happens in my bank account happens in my bank account. That's none of my business. Girl, it is all your business. It is actually all your business. Setting long-term goals will also help you save money. One of my long-term goals is moving. I want to move, whether it's to like a house, a new apartment, a new place, a new state, California, hopefully, fingers crossed. Like, I want to move. Fantastic. Now I have a big goal. When I'm setting money aside to my savings, I have a reason for doing so instead of being like, this is just random money here for no reason. Last year, it was Japan. I don't know why I didn't really focus on that as much as I should have, but it did help me save a little bit of money in the long run. I spent a lot of money being like, I need this for Japan. No, bitch, you're just going to buy it there. But set long-term goals so you have reasons to save, whether it's I want to move out of my parents' house. I want to save up for this big thing I really want. I want to buy a new car. I want to have rainy day money, like just in case something happens. I don't have that. I don't have a savings account. Okay, let's build that up. But set that long-term goal so you have a reason to not spend that $20 at Chipotle. You know where it's going. You know that its intention is good. And thus you feel more willing to act on it. Another thing is, listen, I love my sweet treats. And I don't mean sweet treat in a real sense. Like, I'm not into cupcakes or anything. But like, I love shopping. I do. I'm just a material girl. Like, I can't help it. I do. I love to look cute. I love to look stylish. I love to look fashionable. I love to feel myself. I love getting a delivery and popping that bad boy open. But that can't be happening at the rate that it was. So I have limited myself, and I'll probably limit myself more, but we're starting here to one item a week. And you're like, wow, that's a lot. Or maybe that's not a lot to you. I don't know. To me, that's not a lot. And I mean one item, like one thing that I want, whether it's like, oh, this coat I really want, or this furniture piece I really want. They're not like big ticket items, nothing over $100, but it's still like you need to cut back and limit yourself. One thing a week. That's it. Oh, you want those books? Congratulations. That's your one thing. Now you have to wait a week. It makes you more intentional with money. It makes you more thankful for the items that you do get, so they're not just rotting in your closet. It makes you think about the items you're buying. Is it worth my little token for the week? Oh, it's not. Let me wait. Fantastic. It just makes you more intentional. It's a great way to kind of cut back on spending. And also, I'm not buying anything unless I've looked at it for over a month. I know. We get caught up in the trends too quickly sometimes. And I mean, listen, I love seeing something online and buying it immediately. Maybe that'll be my token at one point in time. But I'm really trying to think about things. Do I actually want that? Do I need it? Is it worth my token for the week? Also, like, how long have I been thinking about it? Same way I think about tattoos, where it's like, do I really want that? Have I been thinking about it? Does it really make sense for me? Okay, yes, then I'll go get it. If it doesn't, then it's like, whatever. I really don't need that thing. My brother's really got me in a frugal era. He is the most frugal person I've ever met in my entire life. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he makes all the money, so he's having to really focus on where it goes. He doesn't make all the money. Let me be real. I don't mean to talk down on my sister-in-law. She's amazing and wonderful and like, period. But like, I don't know, whatever clicked in his brain, is now clicking in my brain as a semi-adult, and I'm like, oh my God, savings account, retirement fund, moving across the country. Like, girl, we have things to do. You do not need that. And that's just kind of how you get to. When you're younger, if your brain's not fully formed, it's okay. You'll get there eventually. Trust. Implementing little things at a time will help you kind of be aware. But the number one thing I can recommend is paying attention to your bank account. Opening that shit up every single day. Yes, look at every single charge. Oh, you don't know that charge? You don't know where it came from? Maybe you need to dispute it. Maybe you need to track it down. Maybe it's a subscription you didn't know you didn't cancel, Pay attention. I'm begging you. It's the best thing to do for yourself. I'm hoping to bring back call-ins eventually, so stay tuned. If you want to submit a call-in, I get questions. I haven't done a call-ins for a while because I used to do call-ins. Spotify had a way for you to just submit directly through the app, which was amazing. Please, Spotify, if you're listening, bring that back because it made just everything so streamlined for me personally. But they got rid of it. So to adjust, if you want to submit a call-in, all you have to do, and I'm not even kidding, is get on Instagram, find me, Hannah Marlene, go to my DMs, DM me a voice note. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And I think it lets you record up to 5 minutes? You can ramble if you need. I don't care, girl. But get in there, send me a voice note. It's the best way to extract audio and for me to be able to receive those messages. So please, calling all call-ins. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your hot, sexy voice. I want to hear what's on your mind. Please submit those. I'm begging. At Hannah Marlene, you know where to find me. Let's get into your guys' favorite questions. Boyfriend problems. At what point am I setting my standards too high? I can't find someone that pleases me, both physically and mentally. It's like I have to settle for only getting one good thing. For example, I was talking to a guy from September to now, and I genuinely love his communication and emotional maturity. But he isn't chivalrous and never makes any grand gestures for me. It was a deal breaker, and I feel like I'm setting myself for failure, having too many standards. Help. Well, let's be honest. I know I'm up here like standards. You need your standards. Absolutely. But there is such thing as too many standards. I'll be honest with you guys. There is such thing as too many standards. And sometimes you be closing doors in front of you that are actually opening up to heaven. You know what I mean? In relationships, naturally, and I'm going to be real with y'all, you're going to have to settle a little bit. That doesn't mean, you date a man who hates you or a man who you have to close your eyes or only do doggy style with because you can't look at his face when you're having sex, or the sex sucks, or, oh my God, he's broke and eating everything out of my fridge, or, oh my God, he curses me out or does like that. Please, that is settling, but that's not the settling I'm talking about. That's not the settling I'm talking about at all. The settling I'm talking about is, oh, maybe he doesn't make grand gestures for me, but everything else checks off the boxes. Okay, great. Love it. Maybe that's just not his love language. Maybe you have incompatible love languages, but he's willing to learn. Okay, so you settle for a second. You work with each other. You work to get there. Oh, maybe he, is really bad at doing dishes, but he's fantastic at doing laundry. Okay, so maybe you settle there. You do the dishes. He does the laundry. That's you know what? Dare I argue? That's not even settling. That's called compromise. Sometimes in relationships, you're gonna have to compromise to make them work. Not everybody's gonna be a perfect, amazing angel. Trust. Dating me, it's like, welcome to the Hannah show. Enjoy your time here. Hello. I understand there's things you're gonna have to compromise. Oh, you want an inside girlfriend? I'm not her, motherfucker. Compromise on that if that's what you're wanting. But you're gonna have to, make little adjustments here and there. That doesn't mean I don't think you should set your standards high. I think you should always want the best for yourself. You should want that Prince Charming on horseback. Ooh, fine as fuck. You should want that. You should want a person who's good for you, who meshes well with you, who takes care of you, who shows up for you, who wants you, who sees you, who enjoys you. But that is going to also involve compromise here and there. Oh, he doesn't like sushi, but you do. Okay, maybe you're just not going to get sushi with him ever, but that means you can with your girlfriend. You know, it's like little things. As long as it's little things, it's like whatever. Put yourself aside for a little bit. You know, relationships are built on trust, compassion, and working together. If you can work together on an issue or a problem or something that you're like, I'm not sure about, it can work out. But if it's big settling, girl, run for the hills. I'm talking massive settling, like this man is a loser compared to me. You gotta go. You really do. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. Standards are good. I want you to have standards for yourself. I want you to have boundaries for yourself. I want you to know what you want. That's the biggest power move when it comes to dating, is being like, nope, I have a list, and bitch, you better check that list and check it fucking twice. You know, like, it's good to have those things for yourself, so you're not just like, ooh, first man who comes along and shows any interest, he can have it all. No, like, make him work for it. Make him fight for it. If he checks those boxes, fantastic. He might not check all of them, but if he checks like 90% of them, great. You can work on the rest. But if he doesn't check any or less than 70, it ain't gonna work. It isn't. That's settling. There's a fine line. Ask yourself what you want, what you need, what's good for you. And truly, honestly, only you know that, and only you can stand by that. So I'm not gonna blame you for doing anything else. Speaking of, boyfriend liked thirst traps and DM'd some of them how beautiful they are with tongue out emoji, fire emoji, heart eyes, smirk, smiley face. Oh, hell nah. Hell no, I don't fuck with that. You know I don't. You know I don't fuck with that. That is called, in my opinion, micro cheating. And micro turns into macro, so keep that in mind. I believe the most untrustworthy men and the worst men to even possibly be in a relationship with are the ones who are lustful. Lustfulness equals untrustworthiness. And the number one thing you need to build your relationship on, every relationship on, is trust. If there is not trust, there is not anything. Everybody has different boundaries. So if you saw that DM and you were like, oh, whatever, I don't care, that's on you. That's cool. Fantastic. You have boundaries that obviously I don't, or I have boundaries that obviously you don't have. Every relationship's different. Everybody sees cheating differently. Me personally, I would have seen that. I would have packed a shit. I would have literally thrown it over my balcony. Like, oh, you want that? You can have it. You can have it, but you can't have both. I hate a lustful man. A lustful man is an untrustworthy man. A lustful man is someone who will sneak around, who will hide things, who will be like a snake in the grass. And you don't want that in a partner. How's he going to take care of you? How's he going to show up for you? How can you trust that he's going to be the only person in your life, or you're going to be the only person in his? That's not something I'm fucking around with. First sign of that, I think you gotta go. I'm not even kidding. Like, that's, for me personally, a massive deal breaker. It ain't gonna work. It really isn't. If that is your boyfriend and he's doing that, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. And also, if he says he's not gonna do it anymore, it's still gonna happen. It really is. So ask yourself, do I want to keep finding these DMs in my boyfriend's phone? Or do I maybe just want a boyfriend who doesn't do that? If you want a boyfriend who doesn't do that, congratulations, you will find him, but it's not in the one you currently have. Oop. And that's just the truth of it all. It really is. Also, can we talk about checking phones? If you're going to check your partner's phone, you better be prepared to leave. I know you checked that and you were not prepared to leave. You should have been prepared to pack your bags and go. Rule number one. If you're going to check that phone, you got to be prepared to dip as fast as possible. And I'm not pro going through, you know what? Let's go on this tangent. I'm not pro going through your partner's phone. I don't like that. I think it's an invasion of privacy. I think truly, if you want to be like, oh, let's challenge him. Actually, I'm worried. Let me sit down in front of him. Ask to see his phone. You know what? Can I see your phone real quick? Unlock that shit for me. Right in front of you. The reaction you get is the exact answer you're looking for. Doing it in secret, breaking that trust, breaking that privacy, Not good. It's just, you're not going to leave. You're not going to get that kind of interaction you're looking for. You're not going to get the answers you're looking for. The answers you're looking for are going to come face to face when you ask that man for his phone in front of you. And also, dare I say, if you have to ask for the phone, it's not good. Not good. One thing I'm thankful for in this partnership currently, especially with a Scorpio, at least a semi-healed Scorpio, is those motherfuckers, they're loyal. Shout out. I mean, from what I can tell, they're loyal. Thoughts on cutting off friendships? Better to solve it / cut people slack or let them go? I talked about this in the Patreon pod. I'm out of the era of cutting people off. I really am. I think that was it was like a very young-minded idea of it's all about me or it's about nothing. When it comes to people in your life and friendships, there's a lot of nuance there. I understand there's some friends I can go to vent, and there's some friends I can't. I understand if I'm in trouble, there's some friends I can call, and there's some friends I can't. I understand if there's certain conversations or certain things I want to do or certain this or certain that. There's some friends I can reach out to, and there's not. And they're not always in the same categories. Everybody offers things differently. I know my boundaries. I know I offer different things to different friends. I understand maybe I'm not always the person somebody can call on immediately and have them come over because, bitch, I'm busy. But that doesn't mean I'm not a good friend, you know? Like, sometimes you have the party friends and you know when you want to go party to hit them up. Sometimes you have the movie friends. When you want to go see a movie, you hit them up. Sometimes you have the friends that it's like, oh, I only see you once a year. And, you know, we've grown apart a little bit, but I still want to see you. So once a year, I'm going to make that time for you. There's nuance to relationships that I think people really forget about. And I think it's the TikTokification of our brain, the all or nothing, black or white thinking that people have really given into. It's like, no, with life, there's a rainbow, there's a gradient, there's a grayscale there where people sit and line up, and you have to offer humans that grace. Because we're not fucking robots. We're not programmed, you know? You're gonna mess up. You're gonna make mistakes. You're not gonna be perfect. It is what it is. Who cares? When you offer people that space in that area to grow, the better your friendships and the better your relationships will get. If you have to cut somebody off, it should be because they have broken every bond of what friendship is. Friendship is trust, compassion, kindness, caring. If they are not somebody that offers any of those things, then yes, I understand cutting them off. Because, like, why would you want someone who's evil around you? Like, you don't owe any niceties to them. But if it's like, oh, I just only party with them, that doesn't mean you have to cut them off. You know, the nuance of it all, the grayscale of it all. Some people in your life for certain things, certain times, certain areas. It is what it is. That doesn't mean you have to like hold yourself back or not open yourself up to people or not allow people to get close to you just because they don't offer the world to you, you know? And honestly, when I think about it, I think I used to think I don't have a lot of friends, but in reality, I have so many friends. It's just like they're all in different areas of my life, you know? They're all in different kind of aspects or different things that I'm interested in. I have my horseback riding friends. Like I said, I have my party friends. I have my work friends. I have my childhood friends. I have my college friends. I have my restaurant friend. Like, it literally is so vast and so broad. But if I were to cut every single one of them off because, oh, they don't offer me everything as a human being, I would be alone. I would be alone. I would be alone in this life, and I'd be very fucking lonely. And also, it's hard to make friends when you're like, oh, well, this person doesn't act A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. Like, duh, they're not gonna do that. But like, if they're a good person, they're kind, they reach out, they reciprocate, then why would you not want them in your life? You know, they don't have to offer you the world, but do they offer you time and compassion and kindness? Then that's all that matters, honestly. I have cut friends off too, so I very much so know the difference. And the only friends I have cut off are either ones that it's like, you make bad choices and put me at risk, and so being around you is a risk to myself, my mental health, my physical health, whatever it may be. Or you did something to me that I know in my brain I will never be able to forget, And I can forgive you, but I won't forget it. And thus I feel like I can't open myself up to you again. And to me, that feels like a waste of time and energy. It really is like, you gotta do the worst of the worst or make me realize you're just not a person I want to ever be around for me to actually cut you off. Genuinely. It's like, I'm a Gemini. You guys know me. I can see every perspective, every point of view. Does that mean every point of view is right? No. But it's like, I get you. We're all human. It is what it is. I'm aware. Maybe I'll distance myself, or maybe I know you're only for this. I'll read off your personality menu and know I can only ask for A, B, C, D. I'm not going to ask for anything off the menu. I'm compassionate. I'm kind. I'm understanding. But the only time I ever cut people off is if it's like, you're evil or you've done something evil to me. In that case, I don't give a fuck. I'd also like to argue you don't have to be friends with everybody, but you should be friendly with everybody. If you're friendly with everybody, it offers you up to make more friends. It offers you up to make better connections. And someone asked, it was like, what should I do about having so many meaningless connections? In truth and all honesty, every really solid, good friend that I've made that's lasted for years, I'm not even kidding. I'm about to go hang out with some girls and it's like, our moms had our baby showers together. That's how close we are. We met in middle school and we're two completely different people, but it's like we owe each other that kind of like compassion to each other that we're going to stay in each other's lives for the rest of our lives. Those relationships started off mediocre. They started off boring. They started off by, what's your favorite color, I guess? Or like, where are you from? That's how relationships start. That's how friendships start. They start off mediocre. They start off like, let's learn how to talk again, And dare I say, in 2026, to make friends, we need to bring back the playground effect. You remember being a child on the playground and it's like, I don't even know your name, motherfucker. I just know I love those fucking monkey bars and I love swinging on those monkey bars and you're swinging on those monkey bars and I want to do it with you. I don't care about anything else. I'm just going to get those monkey bars and we're going to play together and it's going to be a little mediocre. We're going to go, what's your favorite color? We're going to go, where are you from? We're going to go, who's your mom and dad? What's your favorite subject? And from there on, it gets deeper. From there on, you're able to like, look forward to every single day. But you have to engage in the mediocre to get somewhere deeper. Oh, you hate having mediocre conversations? Well, you'll never get into the deep end because not everybody is going to immediately meet you and then bring up their childhood trauma. And dare I argue, not everybody should. But you got to get into the mediocre to get a little deeper. There's layers to the onion, babe. You got to get past the first layer, and that is the mediocre layer. You'll get to know each other. But in 2026, if you want to make friends, you got to engage in play. We got to get back on the playground, the metaphorical playground of life. Go swing on those fucking monkey bars. What do you like to do on the playground? Are you like the slide? Go find people who enjoy the slide. Open yourself up. What's your name? Or even not learning their name. Hey, you. Hey, can we hang out? Let's be a little annoying to each other. Let's, put ourselves out there openly, fully. Let's be so compassionate and kind, just like children are. Let's not see each other any differently or judge each other. Let's just like show up and play and have a good time. And if we mesh, we mesh. And if we don't, who cares? I love that idea. I love that aspect. Hanging out with my niece and nephew and seeing them interact with other children is so interesting because it's like, bam, immediate connection because they both know they're new at something. They both know they're open to life and they have that joy and compassion within themselves and they just want to have a good time. They're committed to the good time of it all and they always have that. I'll tell you what. So if you don't know how to make friends, get out on that playground, open your heart up a little bit, indulge in the mediocrity. You'd be surprised how deep it can get and the long-lasting friendships you truly can make. How do I decenter my parents? Living my best life, yet get stuck on pleasing them. Can I make a confession? I'm not even kidding. The other night, I don't know, it was before New Year's, but I was having a night. I don't know what it was. And I sat down and I go, I'm going to take a fucking dab. I haven't taken a dab in a long time. I mean, I ripped the dab pen a little bit. I mostly just smoke flower at this point in time or eat a little gummy or like a little THC bev, which is really getting me through dry January. You know what? Want to know what's helping me in dry January? Nowadays, love them down. And also Gia, GHIA. It's more herbally, like a tincture, but fantastic with some sparkling water. I love just like a fun, silly beverage. But I was like, I'm gonna take a fucking dab, let's do it. I'm feeling dirty and grimy. Not that those who take dabs are dirty and grimy, but like I was feeling like crazy. I don't know what it was. So I ripped that shit. And then all of a sudden I'm Googling like, why doesn't my mom like me? Why doesn't my mom like me? Like, she does. Hello. But it's like, we really, as children, are conditioned, and not in a bad way, like it's just who we are as humans, to want the approval of our parents. If you've ever taken like a general basic psychology class, of the the experiment where it's like, which is kind of fucked up if you really think about it. Psychology be doing the most fucked up things ever. It's like, we did not need to do that experiment at all. But they sat like the child down in front of their mom, and the mom was like making fun silly faces, and so the kid was making fun silly faces back. It's like, you want that connection. And then the mom sat down and was not engaging at all, stoned face, like not engaging with the child, kind of like angry face. And the kid really has this bidding for connection, like, mom, interact with me. It's like, we want that as children. We are born with that innate need to interact with our parents, to connect with our parents, to have that connection. Like, hello, they birthed us into this world. We are literally half of them. Of course we're going to want that and desire that. So if you do, there's nothing wrong with you. That's just being human. So please understand that. Like, the desire for connection, the desire for bonding, the desire for love is very human of us, and it's beautiful. It is. I'm glad the world hasn't killed that out of you. Now, dare I say, being an adult is learning how to kind of disassociate from that, because you're learning how to be your own person. Instead of like little ducklings following behind your mom, following behind your dad, you now are open to the world without them. And although they are there, you have to interact in your own way with the world. You have to figure out how you want to interact with it. What calls to you? What do you enjoy? How do you enjoy it? What do you look forward to? And the only way to do that is to give up the idea of impressing your parents. It is. I finally started living life once I started choosing things for myself. I spent a lot of time choosing things for my parents. And it wasn't because they like forced me into that position. It was just like the whole, I'm a kid and I want to impress them. Duh, obviously. Oh, yes, I'll go to nursing school. Oh, yes, I'll give up my compassion for art and my passion for it because I want to make money. Yes, I'll sell my soul to it. And guess what? Sell my soul I did. Suffer I did. And I realized, oh my God, I put myself into this position for what? For what? For me to hate myself? Like, they like me, but I hate me. So what's the fucking point? Like, it's not worth it. It really is not worth it. The number one relationship you need to mend within yourself and really elevate within yourself is the relationship with yourself. If you have a really good foundation, talk about 1 year, foundation year. If you want a good life, you must have a strong foundation within yourself of that trust, of that intuition, of that belief. And to get there, it's trial and error, babe. It really is. It's living for yourself. Oh, do I like this? Do I not like this? Let me try this. Let me put myself out there. Let me reach out to this person. Let me do this thing. And you have to do it without any thought of what your parents might think of you. If you live for other people, you will be a shell of a human being. It's just a matter of fact. You will. You will never be happy. You will never feel successful. Even if you are, you will never feel like satisfied. Even if you're doing everything right. Trust. I put my pussy into nursing school. I got into an incredible college. I got into an advanced nursing program. First trial, I passed that motherfucking drug test. Hello. I got there. I didn't do good the first semester, but I eventually worked my way back up, got on the dean's list, like A's in every goddamn fucking class. I worked my ass off, and you know what? I got home, my parents were like, we are so proud of you. But the feeling I had within myself was not worth it because I hated every second of it. If you do not live for yourself, if you do not live with compassion for yourself, if you do not live with making choices for yourself, girl, this life is not going to be a good one. And I fear we only get one fucking life. So be brave. And also, like, be brave enough to disappoint your parents a little bit. Once I disappointed my parents, I was like, oh, freedom. Oh, I broke that people pleasing in me. Oh, I did the big thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to disappoint them so bad. I became a shell of a human being. And now it's my only choice but to disappoint them. Okay, let me rip the Band-Aid off. I felt like I sprouted angel wings out of my back. Truly, it really did feel like that. And then I got braver, and then I made this decision, and then I started choosing myself, and then I this, and then that, and then all of a sudden I'm here. And I think we also do this not only with our parents, but also like the invisible audience. Everybody, I don't know, maybe I'm fucking crazy, but I feel like everybody has this invisible audience. And no, I don't mean so in a way like I post online, of course there's an invisible audience. No, I think everybody, no matter who you are, has this invisible audience. I get this question a lot when it's like, I want to do things, but I'm afraid what people will think. I get that. Once again, very human, very normal, very, real of us to kind of be in that headspace, to be in that mindset of wanting to like not perform, but be our best selves. But who are we but our best selves when we're doing what we want and we're doing what we feel called to, not what other people want us to do, but what we feel is intentional and right for ourselves. That is truly our best selves. So why would we not indulge in that? Oh, a fear of everybody hating of us. Oh, in fear of somebody being like, she's not cool like she thinks she is. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's that. Who gives a fuck? People are going to talk shit whether you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. People are going to talk shit because they're evil-spirited and angry for some reason. But, like, that's not my fucking problem to solve. Like, you are not paying me, so I'm not solving that fucking problem, Please get a therapist, solve that issue within yourself. But I'm not going to deal with it because that's a you problem and not a me problem. I remember I made this TikTok video, it blew up, it's so funny. It's like, I think we need to live by it a little bit more. It's like, why would I care what people say about me when most people are dumb and wrong anyways? Like, there is truth to that, honestly. And once you once again, stop people pleasing, stop performing for that invisible audience, stop giving into what other people want from you and not what you need for yourself, life gets so much easier. Believe it or not. You're like, actually, that sounds horrible and awful. Nope. Wait till you start doing it. You're like, wow, this is cathartic. I feel like I'm doing Molly. Oh, living my life for myself feels like I'm dosing myself with Molly. Yeah, who would have thought? Truly. There's nothing more invigorating and powerful and just like energizing than being like, this is my fucking life. Fuck the noise. I'm going to do whatever I want healthily, in good spirit. Okay. We're talking positively here. I'm going to go after what I want. I'm going to go do that thing. I'm going to travel that country. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do this. And I don't care what people say. I know what I need and I know what I want to do and I want to do it no matter what. There's nothing better than that. That feeling within yourself. Ooh, it's so nice. It really is. Most recent experience I've had of that is horseback riding lessons. And then it'll probably be moving to California. That'll be a hard Band-Aid to rip off. I know my mom's going to cry, but that's okay. It is what it is. As a mom, I'll probably go through the same exact thing. And that's the beauty of being able to be a mom. But that's not my problem to deal with. My problem is, what do I want? What do I desire? And how do I go about it? That's the only problem you should really ever be focused on. Oh my God, you guys, my fucking asshole hurts. I'm not even kidding. I don't know these yoga positions that she was putting me in yesterday. I was so sore. My shoulders are sore. My neck is sore. My butt is sore. My legs are sore. And then I got on horseback today and I was like, oh, she's like, we're going to do posting. I'm like, okay, standing in stirrups, babe, my legs are not working. My hips are not working. My poor boyfriend, he's like, why haven't we had sex in a while? He doesn't say that out loud ever, but like, I can see it in his eyes and I'm like, I can't bounce on it right now, babe. I'm so sorry. Like, my legs are physically not able to move. So sorry about that. If you want a piece, you're gonna have to take it. How to get off my phone? Okay, you know what, girl? Get busy. I am a chronic phone user. I'm not even kidding. I got a new phone, and so with my old phone, I was like, what was my screen time on my old phone, and like, how can I like turn that shit down? How can I not do whatever I was doing? My screen time was like sometimes 8+ hours. Like, that is scary. That's scary. To be fair, most of it was at night or like in the afternoons or like in the morning or anytime I even had a moment or opportunity to open my phone. Whew. But like, I was like, oh girl, that's spooky. TikTok is eating your brain alive. It's like a parasite in your brain. A monkey clashing symbols together in your brain, like wake up, wake up, wake up. So I said no more of that with this phone. No more of that. You'd think I put parental controls on my phone. No, I know there's apps you can do where it'll like lock your apps after you use it for a certain amount of time. That's a great option if you have no self-control. But you would be honest. You want to know what the real answer is? Bitch, get busy. Get busy. You're like, oh, I'm so busy. Obviously not if you're spending that much time on your phone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even kidding. This entire year, I say, as it's been 5 days, I've had 0 time to be on the phone. Quite literally 0 time. I've been posting and staying consistent, but it's like I only have time to get on and post and then get off. I'm like, okay, wake up in the morning, immediately not getting on the phone, getting my chores done, having music in the background. I've really been leaning into music and podcasts, so I have something going on to stimulate my brain, but I'm not just sitting down consuming. Reading 10 pages at night every night before I allow myself to get on my phone and doom scroll. Those 10 pages usually turn into 100 and then 500 and then the book is done. You see what I'm talking about here? Oh, I have like 4 hours to myself in the afternoon. Should I doom scroll? Or maybe let me think about it. Let me go take a workout class. Let me go to the gym. Okay, who cares if I'm on the phone, if I'm on the Stairmaster? You know what I mean? Get busy. We need to take the phone time and replace it with hobby time. I think we kind of got the two things mixed up a little bit during COVID when we were like super online, which was okay. What else did we have to fucking do, honestly? But like, bring back making bread. Remember the fluffy coffee or whatever it was? It was like, yes, you can get that bored that you then start indulging in random hobbies again. It's okay. Bring back hobbies this 2026, bitch. Oh, you have nothing to do? Find something. I remember when I was younger, with no phone, believe it or not, there was a time when there was no goddamn fucking phone. Yes, believe it or not. It was like 9. I'm like painting my walls. I went outside to my dad in the garage and I was like, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. He's like, well, obviously you're not bored enough because you're not finding something. Oop. He read me to filth with that one. At the time, I was like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yes, he does. I fear he was right. You're not bored enough if you're not finding something to do. Make yourself bored. Get yourself something to do, babe. Oh, you want to be that girl who goes to yoga? Start taking classes. You want to be that pole dancer? Go start pole dancing, bitch. Go take a class. Oh, you want to paint? Get out the paint and paintbrush. Oh, you want to knit? Start knitting. Like, you gotta put the phone down and start living life. It will make you have way more fun. And then once you get the hang of it, like once you actually start implementing it into your life, more naturally you'll put the phone down. At first, like when I first started getting into all my hobbies and my yoga, like painting, horseback riding, yoga, work, this, that, hanging with friends, balancing, all of it, it was like, oh my God, I miss my phone time. Like, it was like I'm weaning myself off of a binky almost, like a small child with a fucked up mouth palate because I've been sucking on that binky like no other. Trust I know, I had a binky till I was 3. My parents literally had to cut off little bits of the plastic until I could not put it in my mouth anymore. We have to do that to ourselves as well with the phone. Start implementing hobbies. It's not going to be easy. You're going to be like, I'd rather scroll than be in yoga. There was times where I'm like scrolling in my phone until the last minute and then I'm like, okay, fuck, fine, I'll go into yoga. And then I walk out, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling better. Now it's natural. Now I feel like I'm more in a flow state. Okay, I can achieve this thing. I can do this thing. I want to put the phone down. Actually, I don't want to be on the phone. It takes time. It takes indulging in your true passions. It takes staying committed to yourself. But bitch, what else are we supposed to do with this life? Oh, I don't want to be committed to myself. Okay, that's a choice. There's many choices in this life. You can make all the choices you want for yourself. I can only sit up here with this microphone and tell you what to do so many times. You have to do it yourself. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to make these decisions for you other than you, bitch. So you better get to work. You better. There's no more time. There's no more time left. I've got to this point in my life. Literally, I'm about to turn 27 in June. Girl, about to. You got half a year. I'm going to turn 27. My frontal lobe is developed. Like, I'm doing the work on myself. I'm tired of sitting around and doing nothing and scrolling and not living my life. Bitch, there is no more goddamn time. Get up. Get to work. Like, quite literally, I'm like, no. No more avoidance. No more, oh, I don't wanna. No more, I don't wanna put the work in on myself. Nope. No more excuses. No more avoidance. Bitch, get the fuck up. Get to work. And that's where I am. And you know what? I feel so much better for it. I feel so much more confident in myself. I feel stronger. I feel healthier. I feel hot. I feel sexy. And that's what happens when you get off that goddamn phone. I know. Sometimes the truth hurts, babe. Sorry, I gotta be the one to deliver it. Please don't hate me. Someone asked, how do I tap into self-confidence and truly love myself? I always shy away from potential, and whenever I'm doing something good for myself and look amazing, I feel a bit uncomfortable. I was hoping you could give me some advice on how to conquer my self-doubt. Thank you. Ooh, you know what? This is a great one to end this podcast off on, because I think we all deserve, going into this year, self-confidence, self-trust, and just like excitement about ourselves. We deserve to love ourselves. We deserve to feel excited about ourselves. I know I talked in the beginning about our narrative, our self-narrative. I think that's so important, okay? How we speak about ourselves really does translate to how we feel about ourselves and how other people feel about us. Energy is everything, okay? And if you're giving yourself negative energy, you're going to radiate negative energy, and naturally it's going to turn people off. I know it's odd that that's how it works, but it really does work that way. If you feed yourself positive energy, you are then going to radiate positive energy. The universe will return that back to you. I understand also it can feel awkward or weird if you've never loved yourself. Trust, if anybody knows more about that than anybody, it's me. I hated myself, and I don't know why. I should probably get into that with a therapist, but like, I hated myself for 20 years of my life. I know that's crazy to say, but like, genuinely, I did not like myself. And it was because I didn't work on myself. I lived for other people, which made me feel like a shell of a human being, which then made me turn inward and made me hate myself and talk negative on me. And it literally put me in the psych ward. Like, it is not good for you. So if it feels awkward to give yourself compliments or to talk yourself up or to like talk positively to yourself, it's okay. Whenever you're changing a habit or changing a thought process, it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel awkward. It's like riding a bike, trying something new. It's going to feel new, duh. But that doesn't mean it's wrong, okay? If it feels awkward or weird, that doesn't always mean it's wrong for you. So please up that positive self-talk. If you don't know where to start, maybe start with small compliments. Maybe you start with some gratitude journaling. Every night, write down 3 things you are grateful for, or 3 wins from the day, 3 things you're proud of. You can do that every single day. 3 things. And if you can't think of 3, we need to be doing it more often. We need to be looking inward more. Your wins don't have to be so big. Sometimes it's simply getting up in the morning. Sometimes it's showering, taking care of yourself. I understand those lows can get so low, but there's always a win you can find. And then immediately, energy is everything. Like I said, once you start looking for those things, you're naturally going to start creating them in yourself. Look towards gratitude, give yourself gratitude, talk positively towards yourself. It will build up self-confidence. It'll outwardly extend positive energy. It'll just be good for you. Another fantastic way to build self-confidence is to live for yourself. The number one way to kill self-confidence and trust in yourself is to live for these other bitches around you who don't care if you live or die. Or to live for your parents who do care if you live or die, who do want the best for you, but aren't you. They aren't you, okay? They have different thoughts, they have different feelings, they have different ideas, and that's wonderful, that's beautiful, that's what makes us human, but you are different from them. You need to live a different life, and that's good. You should do those things. You should live for yourself. It'll build up that self-confidence. It'll build up that self-trust. It'll build up that foundation that you need to be a functioning human being. Challenging yourself, that will also build self-confidence. Oh, you're afraid of going places alone? Go alone. You will realize, oh, it's not a threat. Oh, it's not so bad. Acting on desires. I want to wear that hot, sexy dress out. Wear it out. It'll feel a little awkward because you have never done it before, but you'll be more inclined to wear it the next time. I want to go out dancing. Go out dancing. I want to go to yoga. Go to yoga. Acting on desires is important. Stop living other people's lives. And I mean that in a through the phone kind of method. Stop consuming so many other people's ideas and ways that they style themselves, ways that they do things, ways that, inspiration is important. I think you should find inspiration. I think that's good, but also you should be acting on things that you want to do, not because the trends tell you to do so or because this person tells you to do so. I understand, I get on here, I give advice, it's fantastic, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. I don't care. Act on what you desire to do. All I can do is hope to provide the inspiration or the spark that you need to get there. Who you are right now, looking in the mirror, raw, real, no matter what you see, no matter where you are, no matter what or what you haven't accomplished, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are strong, and I am proud of you. Everything that you want and desire in this world, you can go after. The only person holding you back is yourself. How bad do you fucking want it? I know I say that a lot, and mostly I give that pep talk to myself because I find myself engaging, especially a lot last year, with self-doubt or not listening to my intuition, not going after what I really want. And it does hold you back. It does make you a shell of a person. It does make you not want to engage in life. But I promise, as soon as you start giving into what you feel called to do, what you feel inspired to do, what feels natural and right and real and raw for you, it is so addicting and cathartic and so wonderful that it will be impossible not to have a good self-confidence, not to have a good self-perception, and not to live a good life. Does that make sense? I don't really know. I'm getting a bit loopy off this Red Bull, if I'm being honest. But what a great first episode back. Once again, thank you guys so much for listening. I cannot believe we won a Spotify award. Baby's first Spotify award. Like I said, it's all thanks to you. Thank you for being here. Hopefully this episode was the dose of confidence boost that you need. Next episode, I want to get silly. We need a silly, fun episode. Of course, first episode of the year, we got to get inspirational, real, raw, duh. Next episode, I want silly. I want your craziest questions. I want your silliest questions. I want the questions that you would be like, I'm about to go to Reddit and ask strangers. Yeah, ask me. I want to hear those things. I'm ready. If you want to submit a call-in, DM me a voice message at Hannah Marlene on Instagram. You know where to find me. I'm posting a lot on Instagram too. A lot of reels, a lot of inspirational things, a lot of dumb things. Living life. If you want to see my hot, sexy outfit from New Year's Eve, go find it there. If you want to submit your question every single Sunday to my Instagram story or simply DM me your question, you can do it there. If you want to see more from me, a lot more, lots of extra content. I'm about to post my Monday inspiration. I'm also going to post my monthly playlist and my monthly book club book. Come find it on Patreon, patreon.com/smokesesshawty. They get an extra episode every week, and they also go to see the vlog earlier than most. But you can watch the vlog at YouTube at Hannah Marlene 444. God, I wish I could just have the same username across the board, but it is what it is. I feel like I'm so many different people, and honestly, you know what? Love it. But go watch the vlog. New ones coming every week. I'm so excited for this year. I'm so excited for all the content I'm going to be pumping out and all the fun hangouts we're going to have. Cheers to another year. Stay you, stay beautiful, stay sane, stay sexy, and I'll see you all so soon. Mwah.